Hi everyone! The last video about the unjustified hate toward Genshin Impact characters really resonated with you, so it's time for part 2. Today we're diving back into the drama to find out why people hate some of our favorite characters. Let me know in the comments which characters actually deserve the hate and which ones really don't. And don't forget to subscribe. It seriously helps the channel out. Klee gets flack for acting like an actual child, and not in the cute anime loli way, but in a chaotic preschooler with explosives way. Her behavior is full-on mischief, recklessness, and baby energy, which makes her hard to take seriously during intense missions. And when someone brings her into co-op and starts chucking bombs left and right, yeah, that annoys people fast. Plus, her gameplay is outdated and her short range makes her feel clunky. Diluc, once the undisputed king of DPS, now the butt of jokes. Diluc caught hate for not aging well. His design feels outdated. His mechanics are simple, and newer players often skip him entirely. Some even call him a relic of early Genshin. His edgy, brooding personality? Criticized as forced or flat. Nahida's release sparked a ton of debate. Not so much about her kit, but her design. People were expecting a graceful, wise Archon. What they got was a tiny girl with a baby voice. That totally clashed with expectations. The community split in two. Some saw emotional depth and tragedy. Others just said, "Why does the Archon look like a toddler?" She was also criticized for being too soft in the story, which some took as weakness. And of course, she got caught in one of the biggest fandom wars ever, the Nahida versus Wanderer mains. Layla was mostly called useless. Weak shields, slow cooldowns, barely does anything. That's the general consensus. Other supports do what she does, only better. Her design also caught flack for being plain and beta-looking, like she was from early development. Some players even forget she exists, and honestly, that might be the worst kind of hate. Total indifference. Hei Zhao's story is kind of hilarious. His concept art showed a tall, cool-looking Electro guy, and fans got hyped. But the final version? Small body model and no Electro. People felt baited. Then came his birthday art, where he's shown yawning, and fans got mad, saying it was disrespectful. His combat style also didn't win everyone over, especially controller players. Yao Yao, she's sweet, kind, quiet, and according to some, completely irrelevant. Her bunny mechanic was seen as a copy of Amber. Her healing isn't particularly strong, and she gets outclassed by other Dendro supports. There wasn't much outright hate, more like widespread apathy. And that's arguably even worse. Kaveh stirs up serious debate. He gets hate not for who he is, but for who he isn't. Not a genius architect, not a strong fighter, not a flawless friend. Many see him as a whiner who complains more than he contributes. People love his look, but his behavior is meme fodder. His constant fighting with Al-Haytham drives fans insane. The ship wars, fan art battles, and drama just never end. Itto people love Itto's energy, and others hate it. He's loud, goofy, chaotic, and for some players, totally exhausting. His gameplay requires fast reactions and commitment, or he falls flat. Plus, his loud dumb guy with a heart of gold shtick wears thin. The meme, Itto yells more than he hits, is still alive and well. Barbara is an OG, and not always in a good way. Early on, her voice got re-recorded with calmer tones, and fans were so angry that her VA received threats. She was also called the worst healer in the game, until metas shifted, and people constantly compare her to Noelle or Kokomi, usually unfavorably. Hu Tao is a total love her or hate her character. Some call her a prankster on steroids. Others say, she jokes about death, but is that okay? Her kit can feel clunky or exhausting without C1, and her voice lines annoy certain players. There's also her relationship with Chi-Chi. Some ship it, some say it's straight up bullying. Ganyu for a while, Ganyu was the meta DPS, which naturally made her a hate magnet. Players called her boring because of her charged shot spam. The whole bow playstyle can get old fast. Her shy, overworked personality didn't help either. Some labeled her office mouse with a bow. That said, she's still one of the most consistent characters around. Shiro Nen. She got slammed at launch for her outfit. Too revealing. Not enough clothes, especially from Chinese players. Then there were her DJ vibes, techno aesthetic, and soundboards, all of which felt out of place in Genshin. And her dance? People said it was copied from TikTok. Turns out it was a traditional move, but the damage was done. Aloy was a collab character, and that's exactly why people hated her. She felt like a walking ad. No constellations, no real backstory, no place in the lore. Her gameplay was mid. She doesn't belong here was a common take. Some even joked she had the face of someone who didn't want to be in the game. Arlecchino got hate for being too much, too strong, too flashy, too dominant. Players accused Hoyoverse of making her too good, especially since her weapon's visual effects only activate when she uses it. Why can't other characters get that treatment? Others were just jealous of her popularity. She became so loved that some people started hating her out of spite. Amber, the first character you get, and the first one everyone hates. Amber is meme tier, weak skills, awkward bunny mechanic, pointless ult. Even her fans admit she's only useful for lighting torches. People tried to defend her with lore, but most still see her as a relic of Genshin 1.0. Amberverse boss memes still float around. Liney's hate mostly came from Korean players, who slammed his design as too feminine. Tights, puffy clothes, elegant poses, they didn't like it. Some even demanded he be removed or redesigned. Meanwhile, female characters were being made more modest, which made his look feel even more controversial. He became a symbol of clashing taste. Alhaitham. The hate started as a joke. He's just male keeking. And then people realized his kit really was kinda similar. Debates broke out. Lazy design or intentional reference? His personality didn't help. Cold, smart, arrogant, too clever to be likable, some said. Plus, the ship wars with Kaveh fans took things to the next level. Chi-Chi's hate didn't start with her character. It started with her breaking pity. She's that 5-star who always shows up instead of your limited banner pull. Gameplay-wise, she's a healer, but not a great one. And her zombie personality, slow speech, and bland vibes, they didn't help. Chi-Chi stole my primos has been a meme since launch. Fischl is super useful, especially early game, but her personality is divisive. Speaking in third person, dramatic monologues, the whole gothic RP thing with Oz, it's not for everyone. Some players straight up muted her. Her kit saved her from massive hate, but as soon as someone says Mein Fräulein online, you know it's about to get messy. Sino's a meme. Not because of his power, because of his lack of nipples. Yes, Reddit ran with that one. Beyond that, players called him boring. His personality is rigid, ultra-principled, and kinda dull. Sure, his kit slaps. But as a character? Too lawful, too serious. Kokomi's release was rough. Negative crit rate, a healer in a DPS meta? People instantly called her trash. Turns out she's amazing in the right comps, especially with Dendro or Hydro Resonance, but her reputation never fully recovered. Her soft-spoken fish aesthetic wasn't for everyone either. And her walking on water ult? Instant Jesus Kokomi memes. Ororon got hated on mostly for how he looked. Ripped jeans, odd colors, weird hairstyle. He looked like a guest character from a different game. His battle performance didn't make up for it either. People said he felt like mobile game filler. Citlali caught heat for being tsundere and fan-servicey. Some scenes were interpreted as flirting with Ether, which didn't sit well with Lumine mains. Then she was slammed for reading hetero romance novels. Some in the LGBTQ+ community called that outdated and demanded changes. Her reputation is extremely split. Baiju's relationship with Chi-Chi made him the subject of jokes. People started saying he used her for experiments, and that became a meme. In reality, he's just trying to help her. But fandom exaggeration took over. Others hated his ultra-green color palette, the snake, the robe. Everything about his look was love it or hate it. Keia's hate mostly stems from his fanbase. He's cocky, smug, flirtatious, and that annoys a lot of players. Plus, he gets shipped with Diluc and Ether constantly, which bugs those who don't care for shipping content. Some say he's underrated. Others call him fan service with no depth. Xinyan barely appears in the main story, which already makes people question her relevance. Her kit feels awkward and inconsistent. Her shield is weak, and her design, The whole punk rocker aesthetic didn't resonate with some regions. A lot of people just think she's outdated. Amelia stirred up drama with her burn reaction buffing role. Some found her too niche, others thought her kit was underwhelming. But the big issue was her appearance. Players expected a tall, stylish woman. Instead, she got a short character model. Early concept art looked totally different, which made fans feel baited. Oh, and the knee pads? Why are those even there? That's it for this round. What do you think? Did these characters deserve the hate or not? I'm already working on a new video this week where I'll show what Genshin characters might look like in real life. So stay tuned and don't miss it. Good luck out there, and I'll see you in the next one.